Coming up on The Reality of Speed, David hits the track. But is Lucky satisfied?
I'd like to see him work on his endurance and maybe knock off 3 20-lap motos.
Justin gets used to living alone.
It's messy, but I just moved in a couple weeks ago.
And reality hits hard in Atlanta.
And they need to send him to the hospital, make sure his neck's not hurt, it didn't puncture a lung, that none of this other stuff's damaged.
You gonna eat the Elden box?
No. The open game, man. Donut.
First off, Stevie, thanks for our best finish in Supercross this year.
Yeah, though.
Hey!
I'm never really good at first races. I'm more disappointed by the way I rode than the 6th place, you know. 6 is not that bad, but I don't think I rode really good, and I rode pretty far from what I should have ride, you know, so.
Steve had a good ride. He was in 6th place. Didn't ride as good as he did in his heat race, and you can tell by the way he talked in the meeting today that he wasn't happy with it either. And I'm glad he's not happy with it, because if he came out of there being happy with 6, that's not the kind of rider I need. I knew after what happened with David and me in the shop last week.
I think you're rolling up. I think you're rolling up and riding for the paychecks. What I think you're doing.
The paycheck, I could have stayed with the factory bike, I had the same freaking paycheck.
Then why'd you come here?
Doesn't change, what's fun? Which
You
turns
got a
out
challenge.
is not fun anymore.
Well, we agree on something.
I knew that it was going to be one of 2 ways. He was either going to cowboy up and come on and ride, or he was going to get ugly and go the other way. I predicted after watching the practice, I predicted that we were going to go to the main event by the last chance qualifier. But we were going to be in the main. I had no idea that he couldn't even put it in the main. We missed the main event with David Zillman, and that just blows me away. I think ultimately for David, he needs to answer the big question. And that question is, do you really want to race a motorcycle? We don't want Justin sitting around and not doing anything the next several weeks. We want to see him racing. We want to see him lining up in the gate and racing. And ultimately, the best thing for us to do is to take him racing with us in the 250 class. It looks like they're going to let us put Keeney in Atlanta, Daytona, Detroit, and something else. Okay, so he's going to want to ride this.
Yeah, today.
So you have forks to go on this thing?
Yeah, I'm taking it from my race bike.
Okay. Then we need to look later today when I have a little time, we need to look at the configuration of this engine, because we can configure the gaskets to drop the power a little bit, have a heavier flywheel weight for it. And so we need to try to see if there's anything we can do to help him out with that. And maybe he can't make it in the Supercross class, but I think he can. And the thing I like about Justin is he's young, he's moldable, he's trainable. He's somebody you can take and build something with. When you watch him ride, he obviously has great motorcycle skills. What he lacks is judgment under pressure. And there's only one way to get that, turn up the pressure.
That's what I love doing, and whatever I am, as long as I'm on my bike, I'm happy, so it's good.
The way the sky looks out there right now, this is pretty much North Texas dead of winter looking. It's drizzling, it's not that cold, but it's cloudy, it's overcast, and kind of a bad day, you know. Have y'all called down to Miller's to see if the weather's good down there? And it's like it is here?
No, it's foggy, but it's not raining, and it didn't rain.
Not raining.
So I'm gonna go and check it out.
Steve and Vince are going to run down there and try to get some testing in on their bikes. Stevie's all we got to hang our hat on right now, so we got to try to keep him going the way he needs to go.
I was supposed to ride in a Supercross, but when it rains like that, you know, you cannot really ride, so I'm just gonna ride some outdoor today. So just need to ride, you know, so it's better to ride outdoors than not riding. The track is pretty fun. It's an outdoor track, really smooth, and with a lot of jumps, so it's pretty nice, you know. It's not that I'm gonna improve a lot by riding today, but you gotta ride, you gotta stay on a bike, and you need to always ride, you know, so it's fun, you know. It's fun, and just spending time on the bike, that's what I love doing, and whatever I am, as long as I'm on my bike, I'm happy, so it's good.
And welcome to my apartment. It's messy, but I just moved in about a couple weeks ago. I don't wash my dishes very often. I wait until I get a full dishwasher load, and then I wash them. Then, oh yeah, got my laundry room. I try and do the same thing with laundry as I do with dishes, wait until I'm all the way out of clothes, and then wash them all. This is the first custom painted helmet that I ever got back on 60s. My nickname then was Jumpin' Justin, with the little frog on the back with the writing. So check out my MySpace real quick, see if I got any new messages or anything. And I don't. I don't get no love on this, I don't know why. See my page here real quick. Oh no, it's something to do. I get bored here, living by myself, so it's different. It's fun, but yet I'd still rather live with my parents and have my mom doing my own laundry and feeding me and stuff. All the kids that say, oh, I can't wait till I move out, they don't know how good they got it at home.
You expect me to make the name on 250? I don't know.
Yes.
He can't even do it.
Oh! Today we're going to try to get all of our guys together up at Pilot Point, weather permitting, and work with Justin on his 252 stroke for this weekend. And going to try to work with Steve on the suspension. Jim's building him a new set of forks, trying to find that sweet spot for him, see what we can kind of iron out, try to get ourselves back into racing condition for the weekend. Starting to rain now, Matt. Well, the track was in good shape until it started raining now.
Yeah, it might be a little.
It won't last but about 10 minutes.
The rain?
No, the track.
Oh.
Trying to beat the weather, it looks like it might rain here on us, so. The track's actually really good though. It's watering it just enough as we're riding it to keep it wet.
He looks pretty good on that two-stroker.
He's got times. Sometimes he looks real good. Like, the time before you got here, he looked better than when he just rode.
Yeah. Does he like riding it thing?
Yeah.
It's a nice jersey pants combination he's got on there.
Green and black pants,
Blue jersey.
white blue jersey, orange helmet, black and red boots.
Yeah. Black motorcycle.
Justin, I don't know how fast Stevie's going, but on those laps, Justin was the second faster.
Justin's going a second faster. I think he's going to come back and say it's getting slick out there now. How bad?
We're just trying to figure out what kind of ignition curve I want to run for this weekend because David liked the bike really jumpy and real snappy on the throttle, and I like it a little more progressive, a little smoother. So we're trying to get that worked out.
Steve Boniface, he knows what it takes to go win. Knows it. It's 45 degrees, drizzling rain, the track's slick, and he's busting off 20-lap rides. And maybe they weren't really fast, but the track was wet, it was slick, and that was as fast as he wanted to go, but he wanted his mind to get in a 20-lap mindset. Pretty damn consistent, huh? You know, and that's where I have problems with David. You know, the main event is 20 laps. And right now, the way he's riding, you know, he has to ride semis and last chance qualifiers. He may not physically be getting tired, but mentally he's not prepared to run 20-lap main events at a race pace. And I can't tell him that. He don't want to listen to it. And that's where he and I have problems.
Hey, 20 laps. What? 20 laps. You expect me to make the main on 250? I don't know.
Yes.
TV can't even do it.
Oh!
You hear it? Still sounds like a motorcycle.
You know, I would like to think that David's going to go out to the test track today and put in 2 or 3 20-lap motos and be ready for the weekend, but that would be a little bit different than what he has done in the past, so just wishful thinking.
You know, since the beginning of the year, I did not really ride at my potential, so I need to ride better and to get the track dialed in quicker. And I'm struggling, and I need to do way better than what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not very good. We need to turn it around. Try to get better and try to know the bike a little more. And I feel good here. You know, it's kind of weird. It's like I feel great here. My turns are good. I have fun riding, and when I get to the races, it's different. So yeah, I just need to get that feeling back and the races. This goes with confidence, you know. When you don't really do good since 7 races, it's only had like a couple of good races, and still the results was not very good. But I was riding better than the other ones, and the last few weeks it's been tough, you know.
His lap times, I told him when there was 5 and 10 laps, and then I was telling him most of his lap times were in the 50s, so I would just show him if it was 2 or 1 or so.
That's why I do only 10 laps. You don't really have to pace yourself to do, like, for example, a 20 lap. You know, you have to kind of manage your energy. You cannot like go as fast as you can for 20 laps. So I just break it down to 10, and then I can charge and try to lower my times on 10 laps. It's more like working on my speed than working on my endurance, you know. I'm lacking a little bit of speed, so just need to work on it. Alrighty, I'm done. I did my 3 motos, and the last moto I did all in 51s, but the last lap I made a little bubble in the whoops, so it was good. It was a big improvement from the first one to the last one, so it's way better, huh?
Better every time you go out?
Heard today David was running motos, 3 of them, but they're only 10 laps each. There's no question David Villman can ride a motorcycle. He's very, very talented. I'd like to see him work on his endurance and maybe knock off 3 20-lap motos.
The race should be good, you know. Next week should be good.